What's going on, guys? Zed Easter here, and today I'm bringing you a short review for the Humble Monthly games for July. If you guys don't know what Humble Monthly is, it's a paid subscription that Humble Bundle offers, and for only $12 every month, you can receive 6 games from Humble Bundle, which is an amazing deal. That's only $2 a piece, which you can hardly find that on the Steam Summer Sale for the quality of the games that these guys are giving you. Every month they release games that have mostly good reviews on Steam, with a couple of hard-hitting games and some lower budget ones thrown in there as well. Some of the games in recent months have included Superhot, Stellaris, Undertale, Plague Inc., Dirt Rally, Inside, The Witness, Black Mesa, Total War Warhammer, XCOM 2, and Abzu, and a ton more of really cool games, which most of these I'm sure you guys have heard of. They're really sought-after, well-rated games. So this is actually the first month that I've personally signed up, but I'm definitely going to keep my subscription because as a newcomer to PC gaming, it's already helped me grow my library by quite a bit and try new genres that I wouldn't have even thought to try before or didn't know that I liked because they didn't exist on console. Also, make sure and stay tuned towards the end of the video because I'm actually going to be doing a game giveaway on this video, and I'll give you all of the details of what game it is and how you can enter later on. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first game. First up, we've got the game Armello. Armello is a turn-based board game that has a fantasy style, kind of like a fairy tale book. Has really endearing woodland characters. It's easy to learn, but it will take a long time to master. Playing as a woodland creature in a kingdom ruled by a maddened king, you have to capture settlements, take over other players, and complete quests to earn fame in the kingdom, and then use that fame to capture the throne for yourself. I've only had a couple hours experience with Armello, but I've already enjoyed it a ton. I played through the tutorial, which took about an hour because there's so much in the game, but it's really fun, and once you get into it, pretty simple. Right now it's selling for $19.99 on Steam. I definitely think it's worth it at that price. There's also some DLC of additional characters and things like that, but most definitely 100% if you see this on sale, make sure and pick it up. Next up on the list, we've got Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. This is an adventure game that plays kind of like a 3D point-and-click adventure. It has a really solid storyline so far, although I'm only a couple hours in, and the videos on Steam make the story look a lot deeper than I've even yet to notice. One of my biggest complaints with this game is that I have yet to feel like I've stepped into the shoes of Sherlock Holmes himself. I mean, he's one of the world's greatest detectives, yet I feel like I'm kind of just noticing really obvious clues and stumbling in directions that I've almost felt forced to go in. There's also quite a few mini-games that I've run into so far that make the game feel kind of cheap. Like on one mission, when I was following someone through alleyways trying not to be noticed, I ended up having to scale a chimney to follow from the rooftop. This was really exciting until I found out that once I got into the chimney, the entire way up, I had to scrub soot off of the walls with a brush. It really took away from the experience of the chase and the sneakiness, and it almost made me quit the mission because I lost so much interest, even though it was only a 30-second bit. Hopefully farther down the line the game gets a little bit more involved and I would feel more like a detective, and I think I will end up finishing this one. It's just going to take a little bit of motivation to get me to do that. Right now it's selling for a AAA price at about $50 on Steam, and it has mostly good reviews, but a lot of the negative reviews are saying that it's not as good as the previous Sherlock games. This is one that I would pick up if you're into adventure games, but I would probably wait until it drops in price, maybe in a couple of months or on a sale. Also, just as a quick note, this one plays best with a controller, and it also has some cutscenes that run at about 30 frames per second, and they are really choppy even at 30 frames per second, and it made it feel like I was playing on a console. The third game on our list is Hyperlight Drifter. Now, just about everyone knows about this game if you're into any sort of retro pixel type games. The first thing right off the bat to mention is the art style. Everyone recognizes Hyperlight Drifter for the art style. It's exactly what I want when I sit down to play a modern retro game. The developers have done some amazing things with the art, creating things that I would have never even thought feasible in the style. They've done a great job at painting a picture of the world that this game is set in. Another thing that I highly praise about Hyperlight Drifter is the combat system. Every time I walk away from an encounter with a bunch of enemies, I feel awesome. I can't even believe some of the combos that I pull off. Dashing around the screen with my sword and pulling out my gun to finish a few enemies off, it feels great in this style of game. The story in Hyperlight Drifter is told in a very unique way. They tell it through pictures rather than words. In fact, I haven't found a single English word inside of the game other than the menu. Although, this also caused the story to be a little bit muddied and confusing. People have said that they have to play through a couple of times before they even understand what's really going on. But I definitely commend them for taking a shot. Most people haven't thought to tell a story like this, and although it needs some improvement, I definitely think that the risk paid off. Another thing to note on this game is that it also plays best with a controller similar to Sherlock Holmes. Although I did find that I could control things quite easily with a mouse and keyboard, playing with a controller really is where it hit home for me. Right now it's selling for $19.99 on Steam. It was on sale for around $10 I believe on the summer sale, so you could look for it in the winter sale, but I think that even at $20 it's an awesome price. Fourth one on our list is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. This is one of the heavy hitters this month, a game that everyone knows about, and it's everything you'd expect from a Souls game. I'm sure that there's not much that I have to delve into on this game because almost everyone knows about the Souls games. My first experience and only experience with the Souls games was actually Bloodborne. I've never touched a Dark Souls game, but I was really glad to get this one. This one also plays best with a controller, which was comforting because having played Bloodborne on PS4, the control layout made more sense to me. This game right now is $40 on Steam. Even though it is a few years old, I definitely think it's worth it at this price. Again, you could wait for a sale to get this, but like I said, I think it's even worth it at the $40 price point. The fifth game on our list is Carro Blaster. This is a simple 8-bit style run-and-gun platformer. You play as a frog-like creature running through a universe, shooting everything you come in contact with because just about everything in this game will kill you. Seriously, even the plants. My biggest complaint with this game is actually the music. The music isn't terrible, but it's definitely not holding up to some of the standards that a lot of the modern retro games have set from this era. This is definitely a fun game to fill up a couple of hours if you like retro platforming games. I probably wouldn't recommend it at the $10 price point that it is on Steam right now, unless you really enjoy the retro feel. Although having gotten it in the monthly for such a low price, I definitely enjoyed playing this game. The last game on our list is Galactic Civilization III. I actually didn't get to play this game, and that's because this is the game I'm giving away. I was very excited to try this game, but I decided that maybe some of my viewers would be excited to try it too. This game is a turn-based strategy game set in space. This is unlike anything that I've ever played, but this is also why I bought a PC, is to try new genre. Reading right off the Steam page, it claims to be a sandbox game where every single game has a unique feel and no game plays the same. There are multiple ways to win. You can create your own history for your own faction and even customize the look of the ships and technologies that you will use. The game also claims to have a deep economic system with many resources that can change the strategy that you have each game. It also has multiplayer, so you can play online with your friends or meet new people, and it has full support for custom civilizations. The only things you need to do to enter this giveaway are subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and make sure and comment down below, and I will be selecting one random subscriber 1 week from the upload date of this video. So I hope you guys can see why Humble Monthly is such a good deal. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm actually not sponsored by Humble Bundle in any way. I personally just find it such a good deal that I wanted to spread it and show what kind of quality games they're giving out. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Make sure and like and comment and subscribe to enter that giveaway. Best of luck to you, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, just real quick before I end this video, I was actually editing this footage the next day and realized there was an entire game I forgot to download from Humble Bundle. The game is called Simple Planes, and I haven't actually got a chance to play it yet because it's downloading right now. But I browsed around on their Steam page and it looks really fun. You get to build your own airplane by snapping different pieces together and even designing your own wings to play with the physics, and then you get to fly it around. It looks exciting, there's tons of DLC for it, so if you want to check it out, I'm going to leave a link down in the description to the Steam page so you can easily access it, along with a link to all the other ones. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enter the giveaway, good luck.